This lesson we will be solving equations where we have unknowns on both sides. The keywords are equation, expression, inverse and operation. We also have a big question for this lesson that we will go over at the end of the PowerPoint slide. First example. So in this example we have an x on both sides and we need to find out what number does x represent. Now to go about solving this equation, the first thing I need to do is say to myself which side has the least amount of x's. On the left hand side, which is obviously this side here, as you can see we have 7 x's. On the right hand side, which is this side, as you can see we have 2 x's. So which side has the least amount of x's? And hopefully you'll be able to identify that it is the right hand side. Once you've identified which side has the least amount of x's, you get rid of them. So on the right hand side we have 2x. So I need to get rid of 2x by subtracting 2x. And remember, we are solving equations, so to keep this fair, whatever I do on the right hand side I need to do it on the left hand side. So I will also subtract 2x from the left hand side. What that means is on the left hand side I've got 7x subtract 2x, which is 5x and plus 9, and on the right hand side I have just 19. Now this is a linear equation. Now we should already have some idea of how we can solve linear equations from the previous videos. So we want to find out x. What do we need to get rid of first, the 5 or the 9? We'll get rid of the 9 first by subtracting 9, and because I subtract 9 on the left, I'll subtract 9 from the right as well. So on the left hand side I'm left with 5x, and on the right hand side 19 subtract 9, which is 10. Divide by 5 leaves me with x. Divide by 5 on the right as well, which gives me 2. So x equals 2. Okay, for these questions we will do exactly the same thing. So we've got an equation x plus 15 equals 6x plus 5. The first thing I need to do is identify which side has the least amount of x's. And on the left hand side we've got just x, which means 1x, and on the right hand side we've got 6 x's. So we've identified that the left hand side has the least amount of x's, and we get rid of them. So we minus x, and because I minus x on the left I also have to minus x on the other side as well. That leaves me with 15 on the left and 5x plus 5 on the right. Now this is a linear equation, but this time you may have identified that it looks slightly different because it's the wrong way around, but it doesn't matter. We do exactly the same thing as we've been doing before. So what do I need to get rid of? I need to get rid of the 5. This is the 5 that I'm on about, because this 5 is on its own. So to get rid of this 5 I will subtract by 5, and because I subtract by 5 on the right I'll subtract by 5 on the left as well. On the right hand side I'm left with 5x, and on the left hand side I'm left with 10. So that means I've got now 10 equals 5x, so I need to get rid of this 5 here. 5x means 5 times x, so to get rid of that 5 I will need to divide by 5. Divide by 5 on the left also. On the right hand side I'm left with x. 10 divided by 5 is 2, so 2 equals x. Or we can say x equals 2. On the right hand side I've got exactly the same question, but this time it involves a minus 2 before the x. Normally we're used to having positive numbers before the letter x. This time we have a negative number before the x, but the strategy will remain the same. So the first thing we need to do is identify which side has the least amount of x's. Well, on the left hand side I've got 9x, and on the right hand side I've got minus 2x. If you look at a number line you'll identify that minus 2 is smaller than the number 9, so we need to get rid of the minus 2x's. Now how do I get rid of minus 2x? The way how I get rid of minus 2x is by adding 2x. So I will add 2x on the right, and that will get rid of the minus 2x. And because I've added 2x on the right, I need to add 2x on the left also. So on the left hand side, I've now got 9x plus 2x, which is 11x, minus 5, and on the right hand side, I've got 50. You will now be glad to identify that it's just a linear equation. So what do I need to get rid of first? The 11 or the minus 5? And we will get rid of the minus 5 first, because the minus 5 is on its own. So how do I get rid of the minus 5? Well, I will add 5. And because I added 5 on the left, I will add 5 on the right. That leaves me with 11x on the left and 55 on the right. Now at this stage we are left with a one-step equation. 11x equals 55. 11x equals 55 in other words means 11 times x equals 55. So to get rid of the 11, I will divide by 11. And because I've divided by 11 in the left, I will divide by 11 on the right. So on the left hand side I'm now left with x, and on the right hand side I'm left with 5, because 55 divided by 11 gives me 5. Okay, what I want you to do is, if you're in set 4, I want you to do 7 questions from the red and do a couple of questions from the middle section and then go on to the green. If you're in set 3, what I want you to do is I want you to do 3 questions from the red, 3 questions from the middle section and 3 questions from the green section. Upload your answers on class charts. Make sure you show the steps.